Hi traders, today I want to show you how I use the higher time frame candles in a scalping strategy in combination with the DR concept from the master. The link to his channel is in the description. As an example, I use the S&P 500 on the 5 minutes time frame. Okay, first off, let me show the indicators that I use. The first one is the higher time frame candles by Prosum Solutions. Then of course the master's DR IDR. And the last one is my own indicator for sessions and trends that you can also get for free from my Discord. The link is in the description. The orange box is the New York session, the blue one is Asia, and the green box is London. Okay, now to display the 1 hour candles, the 1 hour time frame inside of this chart, I just activate the HDF candles indicator. Okay, now you can see that the structure is pretty clear to see with this 1 hour candles. We had a strong 1 hour candle the previous day in the New York session, and then we see that the trend, the uptrend, was weakening. We still had higher highs and higher lows, but the candles are getting smaller. You can also draw a trend line here if you like. Doesn't have to be too accurate, but we see then that there is a pressure to the downside. And then we can go ahead and mark the last swing low of this 1 hour chart. Use the body for this, not the wick. And when you have a closer look, you see that this level was resistance before and now acts as support. Okay, and now we'll show you 3 indications, or no, even 4 indications that this level is going to break and that we can enter a short trade. Well, the first indication is that we broke the trend line. That's pretty weak, but okay, a first sign. Okay, next let's have a look at this candle here, this 1 hour candle. It has a rejection wick to the upside. And what is it rejecting? Yes, this level here of resistance. So what we have here is a simple failure to gain support. A failure to break resistance. It tried to, this is the wick, the pressure to the upside, but it failed. For the next one I activate the DR indicator from the master, and we see the defining ranges that I explained in the previous part for Asia, London and New York. Now when we have a look at the first one here in the New York session, it is a large, strong range, and the distance to the next one in the Asian session is also large. So we have a strong upside expansion. Then the distance to the next one in the London session is way smaller, and this is a sign of weakness. And then I come to the last indication, and this is that the ODR, the defining range in the London session, is broken to the downside. Okay, and now I just have to find an entry, for example a rejection for going short. I use a break and retest pattern. Okay, this candle here is rejecting. That is an entry with a very tight stop loss, a bit risky perhaps. And for the take profit you can use, for example, the open price of this 1 hour candle. With that, the whole move to the upside started. Of course you can take partials on the way down at previous levels, but that's your personal risk management. Another entry that I see here is at this bearish engulfing, which is a bit more safe, but of course decreases the risk to reward ratio. But still you can see this is a 1 to 6 hour trade. I recommend to watch the video a few times, understand these indications, the levels of the higher time frames. It can change the way you see the charts. Let me show you another example. This is EU in the Asian session, and this starts pretty straightforward. We have a break of the defining range, then price comes back to the high of the range but doesn't break to the upside, and then we can take the trade short. This is a setup that the master calls a retirement setup. You can see this over and over, and you can do extremely well when trading it. Okay, but after that, let's have a look at the 1 hour levels, like this resistance and this level of support. Okay, what happened? The support was broken by this bearish 1 hour candle, but then immediately gained again. This means the resistance level that lines up with the lower DR is broken to the upside, and then the next 1 hour candle is closing above the level of support. Now you can go to a lower time frame, for example the 1 minute. You can see then the rejection, price doesn't want to go lower, and after the close of this 1 hour candle, you find here on the 1 minute time frame pretty decent entries into the trade to the upside. This is the first entry, a bit risky because a bullish market structure isn't established yet. So if you want to take a safer entry, you can wait for a pullback, and at which level, you guessed it, at the new 1 hour support. Okay, so let's see if we get a price action at this level. And to look at this, a rejection and bullish engulfing. And again, a pretty decent trade. By the way, we are discussing these trades and concepts in the Discord. And in the membership channel, I show my trades, ask and answer questions. So it is a kind of mentorship. It is teaching and learning by real-world examples. So highly recommend to join, and if you need a broker with low spreads and low commissions, then I can recommend Hankotrade. I added the link to the description below, check it out. To register is pretty simple, go to the website, no KYC documents are needed, just follow the link and give it a try. Guys, if you like the channel, then don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and also follow me on my Twitter. And of course the Discord, the links are in the description below. If you still have any questions, then add these to the comments. And I'll see you in the next one here on the Trading Guide.